Welcome back to the show. You are watching Around the Region. Right now in studio with me is Brenda and Renee, and they've started an initiative here in Lloydminster called Pink Shirt Day. We are wearing the pink shirts right now. Renee, you have sort of headed this project. Tell me a little bit about it. What's your incentive behind it?
Pretty much, I think there's been a little bit of it going around in Lloyd already, like people trying to get the awareness out there for the bullying, but I don't think anybody's really made it full blown that everyone in Lloyd should be, supporting it and trying to get rid of it. So we kind of want to make it a big deal this year and try to make it so it continues throughout the year, every year. So we're just trying to spearhead a little push and start something big for Lloyd.
And Brenda, you guys jumped on board shortly after Renee launched this initiative, and you guys do anti-bullying programs at Big Brothers Big Sisters all the time. Is that correct?
You bet. It's
easy decision,
ongoing.
I guess. Then, hey.
You bet. Yeah.
So what do you guys see sort of on the grounds there in terms of bullying?
We need to concentrate on bullying every day of the year, and we also need to concentrate on bringing the community together to look after our young people and to give them a better direction. And so this would be one of those initiatives where it takes a couple of businesses, nonprofit, families, community to get together and to bring awareness. And it certainly starts by one day a year, and hopefully the people will continue throughout the year for the other 364 days.
How does bullying affect a child?
It affects the child in so many ways that we don't realize, and it's in everything that we do. It's self-esteem, it's the confidence, it's the treatment of each other, and the treatment of themselves as well. So it's part of being a whole person that we really need to look at. It comes in lots of forms, and probably some that we don't even realize.
And now, last year, 160,000 people committed on Facebook to wearing a pink shirt on February 23rd. Why do you think people are getting behind this now? I mean, bullying's not a new thing, correct? I mean, it's been going on forever.
Like for me, it's the next generation for me. Like I got bullied as a kid, right? Especially as a small kid. That's when it usually happens. Like it's big when you're really small. And now I got kids of my own, and maybe it's just our generation wants to speak up for the next generation coming up, so that we can fix it before it's too late, type thing. I really want to do it for my kids. That's why I'm doing it.
And I mean, there's been a lot of even celebrities this year who have come up and taken a stand against bullying. In last Sunday's Golden Globes, Chris Colfer in his acceptance speech took a stand against bullying. Brenda, do you think that helps?
Yes, I think it really helps to educate and to motivate. Motivate communities, motivate organizations, businesses. Social media is very powerful, and it's a great way to get the message started. But we need to keep it going in all of our local communities and smaller centers.
What can people do when they see bullying happen?
Well, there's the bullier, there is the bullied, and there is the bystander. I think for our children, of course, we encourage them to talk to someone, and I don't think it's any different for any of the adults either. Is to find somebody that they can relate to, that they can share their story.
Now, a lot of parents sort of see bullying, sometimes, obviously not you guys, but as sort of a rite of passage, right? So it's, it's just something that kids go through. What do you say to those parents?
I don't see it, because a lot of it, like all the stuff I've been reading on it since I've jumped on board, is that a lot of it does start when you're a kid, and a lot of it doesn't fade away. You'll carry it on to your workplace, internet stuff. You'll carry it on for your whole life, even though you don't think you're a bully. A lot of your actions, your words and stuff is actually bullying, even though you're not pushing someone around or beating them up. It just goes on and on for the rest of your life if we don't fix it.
And you guys are talking about programs at your gym, sort of here, Renee, to boost confidence. How do you think that's going to help?
Well, most of the stuff we do is kind of just how to receive it, not how, not to attack back, to kind of receive it and kind of try to push it aside so that nothing further happens. That's a lot of it we do. I think it helps. It's actually like a lot just on the verbal level, and then if it does go past verbal and something does happen, we show you how to defend yourself and stuff. It's a big package.
Why do you think it's important to take a stand against bullying, Brenda?
Because it is growing in leaps and bounds. It's becoming in many different forms, and even though our social medium is a positive way to get our word out there, it also is a place that bullying is occurring. And so I think we just need to take a look at the whole picture.
So February 23rd, what's going on here locally?
We're still trying to get the big day, to make it as big as we can, so we don't really want to let it out too much what's going on. But we're trying to get as many local companies in there, the banks, the schools, both sides of the school in Lloyd are in. We're trying to get all the businesses, so maybe we can get a big event going, and show, like, we want something big. We don't want this little pansy, just all of us doing nothing. We want it to speak out and make it big, right? Like the one thing we do see is that Canada is always the big, we're an awesome team, no matter if it's sports or what it is, we always try to think we're almost a little better, but we're ranked top 10 in bullying in the world, like within the top 10, which kind of seems weird when we're so high on ourselves, right? So maybe it's something that we need to look at.
How do you think an awareness day helps kids, like in your bullying programs, Brenda?
It puts awareness to the community that it is happening.
Okay.
And the community then can work together with the programs that are within. Even our conversation just before we came on air, what can you do for each of us? What can you do for our programs? What can you do for our kids? What can you do for our adults? It gets the community to work together. And I think one day starts that format.
Now, February 23rd is a little bit of ways away, but you need to order these shirts, correct? You need to order them by February the 1st.
Yep.
Where can you order them? How can you pick them up?
Best place is Focus Screen Printing. It's a new little place in town. That's Jeff. We'll show his email address later, I'm sure. Or down at World Class Gym, we'll have them there too. You can come pick up the forms there too.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for coming on, guys. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.
That you can pick up your pink shirt at Screen Printing or at World Class Gym. The orders are due by February the 1st. This has been our conversation with Renee and Brenda. Coming up, Shamari Williams takes the ice. That's next on Around the Region.